Hello friends, what's up? Speedball Mike Bailey here. Thank you so much for watching. So I just got home. Well, just got home yesterday. I just got home from driving to the airport to drop off Veda, who's going to be in Chicago for New Japan. Yesterday was Baltimore Dynamite taping where I had that 8-man tag, but I'm just about to rewatch the triple threat match from Dynasty in its entirety. I have never seen it before. Not the whole thing. I've seen the clips. I've seen a bunch of stuff. I've seen parts of it, but I've never sat down and fully watched it. So I thought I would do this here with y'all on Patreon. Now, of course, I'm not gonna show it on the screen. I'm just gonna have the audio playing, and I'm gonna be watching along. So, you can try to sync it up at home if you will. My timestamp on Triller right now is 2:58:44. So if you'd like to go along, I'm sure you can find it. There were a million ways to watch this event, and there's a million more that are unmentioned, but I'm sure you have access to if you have access to the internet. So it starts with the promo package. So I'm gonna watch along, and I'm gonna let you know my thoughts watching it back. All right, let's go. So we're like in the middle of the promo package right now.
I want to face the best. So when our boss, Tony Khan, said that he had an idea.
Dynasty AEW International Championship Eliminator Tournament.
They're 8 down to 4. You can't be the best at something unless you've covered all the bases.
Holy smokes. And wait a second, Ricochet, 3! Who got the pin? A very unexpected.
That's a very good promo package.
When I beat Cornball and I beat former best bout machine, I become the new international champion.
At Dynasty, it's the first defense of many.
Pro wrestling is a game of inches. Anyone has a shot.
Consider you and consider Ricochet just another stepping stone to solidifying my legacy. Bang!
So this is a thing that Veda talks about a lot when it comes to commentary. But talking in sound bites, always imagine that what you're going to say on commentary is going to get clipped and used for things like promo packages. And there are other AEW wrestlers that are way more aware of this than I am when they're doing stuff and like building to a feud. They're like, oh, I'm going to do this or get this shot so that it goes into promo packages or whatnot. That's not like a skill I have really developed yet. In TNA, that wasn't really a thing. So I might need to be a little bit more mindful of it. Big heel Ricochet. Man, that stadium was full. It's pretty wild. I'm just looking at the timestamp right now, which is 3:01:10, which means that we are, including the pre-show, we're like 4 hours into this pay-per-view. And the crowd is still hot. Also noted that my lower third says Speedball Mike Bailey. My full name doesn't just say Speedball Bailey.
which he can attack. And he's a great high flyer, too.
Yeah, great flexibility also. Listen to the chants of Kenny, Kenny.
I hope one day I'll get an entrance like Kenny Omega's. Lights go out, pyros. Dramatic opera. Very cool. Lots of fire, lots of explosions. One day, friends.
Star right there, gentlemen. Now, Tony, this may surprise some fans watching at home, but at times, professional wrestling announcers can lean on cliches.
Yes, we do.
And one of those cliches is that it's special that every time Kenny Omega is in the ring. But I think now, I mean, it's since his return, since his battle with diverticulitis, and since his return to the ring, it really sets in how special it is to be.
Good shot of my little braid. I had some little braids put in
Kenny Omega
for this match that I thought looked really neat.
competing at all.
You're absolutely right, because we thought that was going to be taken away from fans and everyone here in AEW. And on the topic of AEW, that man right there.
In TNA, the hair and makeup department was always super busy. They started at 6 a.m. because there were only 2 people. AEW has a large department, so I can go and just be like, hey, can you do something with my hair? And I did, and I had them do little braids with little gold rings in it, and it looks real neat.
At all. And that's why the fans love him.
International Championship being presented here.
AEW International Championship hanging in the balance tonight as Kenny Omega looks to defend against Ricochet and Speedball Mike Bailey. I've had the honor, the privilege to call Kenny Omega's matches for more than a decade,
Right.
and I've called Omega's only singles encounters with Speedball Mike Bailey and Ricochet, both happening in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla nearly a decade ago. It was a win for Omega over Bailey, though it was a loss to Ricochet in the 2014 Battle of Los Angeles tournament. It's the only time Omega has shared a ring with either of these
So at this point, I am
You think Ricochet's making a mistake here?
legitimately surprised that the audience is chanting Speedball over Kenny Omega. I don't know, we're in Philly. I've wrestled a lot in Philly, so that might have something to do with it.
Do that thing if you have to, and then pick your spots. Listen, that's what I would do.
aggressive collar and elbow tie-up by Bailey and Omega, the two Canadians in this match.
I've had my share of three-way matches, three-way dances, as we called them in this town. And I've had them in this town, so...
Oh, Ricochet very nearly.
He's got his head kicked off, yeah. They're dangerous matches in the sense you can get beat suddenly.
O'Connor roll by Omega. And he spills through the... Jesus.
Ricochet sends Kenny into the announce table. See, it's funny because there's lots of parts in this match that I haven't seen that were happening with between Kenny and Ricochet that I didn't even notice.
Leapfrog up and over the top by Bailey. Trip avoided. What action? Kick avoided. And Omega. Evident frustration on behalf of Kenny Omega. top rope. Bailey
Kenny Omega.
ring and Omega.
That's a big top rope cross body. Kenny Omega has put on size since coming back,
Got a great crowd tonight. Fans watching
which is the right move for him.
Canada, the US, and the United Kingdom.
Less of a high flyer than he once was.
AEW at its best.
Right hand punishing the jaw of Speedball Mike Bailey. Omega hammer throw is reversed by Bailey. Bailey charges in. But
So
Omega
I've
with
taken the little flip in the corner,
back of Bailey.
known as the Kenny Omega from many people.
Ricochet.
Taking it from Kenny Omega was pretty funny.
Opportunity. Hurricane Rana, no. Instead, Omega.
Man, he got caught. Oh, look at his close arm breaker. And a Juji Katami, excellent transition by Omega.
Interesting wrinkle from Kenny Omega. It's not early. You see him go for
Omega
some-
introducing some submissions. Little new wrinkle in his
The thing
game.
is with Omega, anybody who knows or know his abilities and styles, he is just a hybrid in a sense. He's got so many different abilities, from a high flyer to a striker to submissions, everything.
Rapid fire kicks were interrupted at first by Ricochet, but Ricochet was sent packing to the floor. Now it's Bailey by his lonesome in the ring.
Speedball kicks. I didn't do them on Dynamite yesterday.
Kicks, brother.
Didn't fit him in. Very unfortunate.
Wait a second, Ricochet coming in. Nobody home for Ricochet, swinging a miss. And look at this, Bailey through the ropes into a Hurricane Rana.
Roddy Dropkick Rana, as this is called, the Rana through the ropes. Roddy Dropkick, which is the running dropkick over the first rope.
Oh, that's going on the
This is Roddy Dropkick Rana.
take advantage.
Fans love. Yes.
Slapping Ricochet on the head. Again, the reaction. The roar of the crowd after this, which is completely unexpected. It's a big reaction for such a small thing.
Bailey reversed by Omega.
You can't escape, and I immediately escape.
Wriggling free of the grip of Kenny Omega. And now Omega over the barricade. And Bailey, look at this, kicking the chest.
Kenny's he's trapped over there. Yes, he is.
Right in front of West Side Gun.
Now Bailey
He's up to here. Right, his foot.
Went for the double knees on the barricade. I'm gonna hit that one soon. That barricade in the back on the opposite side from hard cam is like relatively thick. It's like less than a foot, probably like 8 inches thick. But I think with someone laying down on it, I can hit the moonsault double knees. Ricochet with the DVD onto Kenny.
career. We're going to talk about his battle with diverticulators, having 2 feet of his intestine removed, and now he just had another human being
Very painful, very good.
on his spine, compressing his midsection into that barricade. That Kenny Omega.
Absolutely, and if that's a major problem, as you see, Ricochet is focused on that back kidney area, right there to your point. Speedball used as a weapon, like a wrecking ball on top of Omega. Ricochet was smart, like it or not. It was a good move. Yeah, and he's still smart because Omega is nowhere there. You can see maybe in the bottom of your screen, Omega just getting to his feet, at least attempting to.
Yeah, this is where the nature of a 3-way match works against the champion. Because Ricochet, were he to pin Speedball Mike Bailey right now, he would be crowned the new international champion.
Right. Well, I was talking about that before, Excalibur, about being in 3-way matches, but then you interrupted me. And the thing is, that dangerous
Taz, I'd like to say I would never interrupt you.
well, like I was saying,
Ricochet just talking smack.
you can get caught and beat at any second because you literally got to have eyes in back of your head.
Now cover made, center of the ring. Now, thinking back to the reign
Kick
of
out at 1.
Leaders, TBS champion,
He's just been stomping me.
to lose that title.
It's a good point. Omega been in the ring, man.
Yeah, Omega denied.
Big bald forever
by
chance.
Ricochet. Bailey. Pretty good with those hands as well as the feet.
Ricochet is one of the most dynamic, athletes you're going to find in all of pro wrestling. So
Ricochet with some little back breakers, just a little bit of a
neutralized on the outside.
It's a great move. It really is. Make it a one-on-one matchup. Continue.
Ricochet.
Pull the lights and flip through.
Flips through indeed. And now a deadlift brainbuster. No, Omega brings Bailey down to earth. And a boot to the midsection. Just a straight toe kick to Ricochet.
Yeah, Kenny, it's not like he's trying to save Speedball. It's just he's trying to get some offense on Ricochet. And
There we go. Thank you,
he's every
Taz.
man for himself. I don't think it needs to be pointed out, but for those
Thank you for helping us along with the story.
he's slapping him upside
Oh,
the head.
Kenny got a little bald head smack in there. I didn't notice.
Quite like that, but it's pretty funny. Over goes Ricochet. Bailey. As Ricochet caught up, but Ricochet sends Bailey to the arms of Omega. A neck breaker for Omega. A punishing DDT for Bailey.
Great move. I tell you,
Got
Ricochet is
spiked
really, really good in this match.
on that DDT.
Bailey definitely got the worst.
And now Ricochet. Tope Suicida.
He might be coming out here. I think he is. Watch out. Ricochet.
As Ricochet. Into Omega, into our announce desk. And
Ricochet.
you see, this is why I'm so damn good. I can be Speedball Mike.
So this is a callback to both. Ricochet getting on commentary during our four-way match.
Time. And there's nobody out here that can do anything.
Speedball about kicked his head off.
Wiped out Tony Schiavone in the process.
Ricochet on commentary during the four-way match. Then I put on the wrong headset, even though Tony Schiavone's handing the right one to me. Justin Roberts' face was also fantastic. But yeah, there's a spot in PWG where Ricochet gets on commentary and then Kenny just throws a chair at his face.
Me into his way. I saw him coming. Swear jar, Schiavone.
Oh, my God.
My braid's looking fantastic after that missile drop kick.
Now Bailey. Kick to the midsection. Axe kick.
Back kick, axe kick, chest kick.
Oh, what a round kick.
Little John Cena comeback action.
Mike Bailey can fly in the air once he got
So if you watch the last structure video, which is basically, you know, on comebacks in three ways, this is a nice version of a compressed round of comebacks that lead to the jazzed up triple down.
Now Ricochet comes flying in, drops the champion down.
Though that's not how it was called, right? It was just kind of missing moves, but it was basically a round of comebacks.
Like Bailey. Could be thinking backslide here.
I think he is. You're right.
That backslide is in.
Easy for him.
Ricochet pushes the pile.
Ricochet grabs us by the hair into that double stack.
I don't think I've ever seen that done. That was really innovative by Ricochet.
Think back to how both Bailey and Ricochet in that four-way match.
Yeah, yeah.
They qualified to face Omega. Originally, it was supposed to be one-on-one.
Double flying crucifix.
Captured them both. Wow.
Shout out to the Batamon brothers.
Two for the price of one. Almost got it. We've seen some great things in this match, guys. We really have. You got to get creative, especially in these three-way matches. You got to, right, to try to capture that. What is this?
Here we go. Double backslide by Omega. So
Kenny with a double backslide. If you've watched
Omega left wide open.
double buzzsaw, double high kick, big reaction. Again, if you've been following the career of Speedball Mike Bailey and watched other three-way / four-way matches of mine, you may have seen this device used before. To great success as it was here before. Big chants on the back of it. Big AEW / this is awesome chants.
This is a match
Yeah,
that
there
must
we
have
go. AEW chants, this is awesome chants.
submission.
Justified, this is awesome chants.
As now Kenny Omega
Let's fucking go.
beginning to stir, as are his challengers, Mike Bailey
By the way, Tony Khan is the fucking best.
And Ricochet looks spent. All three of these men are spent.
Oh, I don't do punches. I'm doing punches here. And if we're gonna do punches,
Well, a match like this, are you
oh, those look kind of good. But I am hitting them. I'm punching them rather hard.
They're doing everything.
See, I don't do punches because in order for them to look good, I have to actually punch people. Oh, that looked fucking great.
having to wait all day.
See, it's TV. They're helping me. Camera angles.
We'll talk about when you're working in this deep on the show. You know, two opponents. Two great opponents, by the way.
Fuck out of here, Ricochet.
And
It's now Bailey and Omega.
slowly turn. Oh.
Quick jab, second one.
Wow, both on target. Oh, nice shot there. Quick hands. Another one by Omega.
Omega really hammering at the jaw of Speedball.
He's got to be careful exchanging strikes with Speedball Mike Bailey. Nice
Big chop.
Omega, though, with the weight advantage, the size advantage, able to drop Speedball with that chop, but Bailey will not be denied up to his feet.
I like that my wedding ring
It's a dangerous game for Omega to play.
Kenny just
is
challenged
prominent when I wrestle.
Tell you what, Speedball's got the heart
kinda
of
like
fire,
that.
brother. He is coming like that. Well, his technique is pristine with that Taekwondo background. Right. With those kids
Again,
now,
that strike exchange.
Double handful of hair.
Super kick, Ricochet off the apron. Now we're going to the dive spot.
well, knocked his teeth out with that kick.
I'm super proud of this match. And its pacing. How there's a lot of like slow moments, but with action. Again, talking about progression and active breaks and stuff like that. Non-binary pacing. It's not like down, high spot, down, high spot, down, high spot. But every big moment has a slow build to it.
Caught Speedball.
And that makes it so much easier for the audience to engage and watch. And also, we're doing a lot of crazy-ass stunts, and this is a long match.
Kenny don't need much
So for that fatigue not to accumulate, we really have to work hard.
Kenny, his whole career, has taken a plethora of chances. Watch, well, that's Mike Bailey. That triangle moonsault. and
Kenny
then
Omega with that big dive, big trademark dive.
Nothing moved, Taz. If Bailey
Ta-dum, dum, ta-dum.
Omega
Very
crashes
good.
and burns on the ramp.
and that could be career-ending, to be frank. Depending on how you land with your tailbone, your neck, what have you.
Ricochet.
That
Kick to the knee of Omega.
drop kick to the knee by Ricochet. This moment where Ricochet hits his dive, beautiful, clean dive, just boos. I did one, Kenny did one, yeah, Ricochet does his, boos. Screw your heels can't do cool stuff mentality. They can if you make it work. It's all about structure and building things properly. Now he goes one more.
Big dive here. Speedball's up. Not quite sure how the hell he did that.
So the problem again, springboard moonsault over the baseball slide. Fully out of screen on that first viewing. Do you use a different camera for the replay? Yes.
The leapfrog into the moonsault. Springboard up into the moonsault, right?
Yeah, he leapfrogged over. He jumped over Ricochet. I mean, it's just incredible agility. Now we're
Frankensteiner.
Bailey. 1, 2. Omega trying to reverse it around. Speedball lands on his feet. Omega thinking powerbomb perhaps.
Great anticipation to get to this point by Omega.
What power in the legs of Bailey.
Uh-oh.
Ricochet into the ring. Oh,
You could just call me an idiot.
now what? Now Bailey.
2-for-1 double knees.
The torso of Omega.
Guys, I'm seeing things in this match I've never seen before. That was wild, man. By Speedball.
As now Bailey with the advantage.
There we go.
Omega
Time adventure.
1, 2, and Ricochet.
Ricochet pulls, Rick knocks.
And Ricochet is doing that not to help Mike Bailey. He's doing that to save the match. First pinfall submission.
And remember, in a three-way, Tony, there's no disqualification.
Exactly, and that was a smart play by Ricochet. It really was. Absolutely. Look at this, though. God. Imagine Kenny with all the issues like we.
So this is what I was talking about on Veda's vlog. I have a little frog costume. It looks very silly, but here I am just smacking the hell out of Ricochet.
Evident on Bailey turning into those elbow strikes.
And this is, again, another, in terms of pacing, I'm very proud of. Just
trying to win a match and not trying to beat up Ricochet.
this is a slow part. I'm taking my time. We're engaging. We gave ourselves time to work with that moment.
Yeah, the frustration just
Big old character moment.
out of Speedball Mike Bailey.
You can feel the frustration. Commentary's fucking great. Capturing it, understanding it.
Ricochet attempting to retreat to the relative safety of the ring, but Bailey's incensed. Just stomping down that heel into the chest of Ricochet.
First time.
Gonna do something with that leg.
Apron double knees. First time apron double knees in AEW. First time of many. Gonna have a long career there. I'm gonna miss it a lot of times. Oh! I'm just bent in a this is much more painful than it looks position. I didn't even know he took out Rick Knox as well.
Didn't receive all the contact from Ricochet. He's back in the ring.
Damn.
Yeah, I think Knox, the referee, got a grazing blow on that clip. But look at this. Damage been done, though.
Rick Knox doing a great job selling his leg too.
Damage done to
Watch his knees. I'm sorry, Excalibur. Watch the knees.
Now again, I'm not going to start fiddling with the time, because if you are following along, I want you to be able to. But I wish I could, like, between the high spot, double knees, time adventure, 1-2 Ricochet pulls the ref, and then this bit, it's all like slow action that just builds up. And again, pacing-wise, I am extremely proud of what we accomplished in that sense.
Championship's in trouble. Momentum right now is with Ricochet. Oh, he's biting. All right. I don't know what that's all about.
It is said in wrestling, typically, that triple threat matches 3 ways with two babyface and a heel are more difficult, but I like this just worked, man.
Fighting spirit that Mike Bailey has, man. What a fighter.
Springboard reverse Rana, big stunts. My leg is hurt, but I see Kenny up there. I'm climbing up.
Yeah, but you don't have to beat Kenny. Just go. Yeah, go get Ricochet. I mean, I'm armchair quarterbacking, but still, I mean, you're in the middle of a fight, so it's hard to stay focused sometimes. Right. I'm telling you from experience of a 3-way match. But man, he should have went. And he paid for it. I mean, he definitely should have went towards Ricochet. Yeah.
And now Omega into action. Snapdragon suplex.
Snapdragon. Look at Kenny's face. He's so good.
Omega, international champ. He is focused and intense at the moment. Kenny usually doesn't come with just one Excalibur.
Now he's got one lined up for Ricochet here.
There you go.
Again, speaking of active breaks, just slow dragon suplexes. That is excellent active break.
Quick on the inside.
Perfect. That's why this man's a genius.
Mindset was that he's never beaten Omega in his career. In order to be legitimate, in order to call himself the undisputed international champion, he has to pin Kenny Omega in the center of the ring.
That is what I said.
Omega's kicking everybody's ass. I mean, that's pretty apparent. Yeah, he's
Thank you, Tony.
strongly at the moment defending his international championship.
See this perfect timing. Crowd chants one more time.
Bailey trying to fight it,
Doing a good job.
trying to lower his shoulder.
I retreat to Ricochet. No, you're taking one too.
And those ridge hand chops.
Again, smacking the bald head. The double boy.
Lord of mercy, it's a first ever. It's gotta be.
Crowd goes up. Again, this is exactly what you want. This is the perfect active break. Now we're going to go into the high spot that's going to lead to the Fallacy. I made a whole video about exactly what is happening in this match. By the way, again, if you have watched the videos and you're like, this is just like theory stuff. No, this is applied. V-Trigger sends me outside. That leaves Kenny and Ricochet.
A little premature. Counter by Ricochet.
Ricochet looking for vertigo. Omega finds his feet. Back elbow by Ricochet. Omega in pursuit. Underneath.
Ricochet got caught, guys.
For its wrath.
2, 3, no!
Big kick out.
Tough to do that, to invert back over out of a bridge. Very hard to do. You're not kidding, man. Tried to do. That's hard.
Is the balance of the breaks and the kickouts. Try to vary that because we have that option since it's a three-way match.
Fully expecting the one-winged angel, but Omega's got so many weapons in his
No,
arsenal.
right in that high. Right in the energy, keeping it pushing forward.
Escape
Kenny into Ricochet.
collide heads.
Spin to the back of the head.
Bailey looking for the backside. Wait a second, Ricochet. This is how he got to this match in the first place. The feeder on the collapsing. Oh! Wow. How the hell is
Call back to the finish from the four-way.
We are just seeing three magnificent athletes, man. We really are. It also shows how important the AEW International Championship is that these men are battling for. Absolutely. This is what AEW is all about, Taz. Yes, sir. Little dragon screw right there. That'll cool off those kicks of Speedball for sure.
Dragon screw.
Falling back, keeps pushing himself back into this. Resilient for sure, but he's hurting. That knee got ripped up with that dragon screw. And now the focus is Ricochet on Omega. You supposed to be the best bout machine, huh? You supposed to. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they say, huh?
Ricochet always being a heel. Always engaging. Always giving the audience something to look at. See, the last like 20 minutes of the match, there's one triple down that we're really down, and then almost the entirety of the rest, there is something happening. It's slow, so you're able to pay attention to the action. Counter super. First time in AEW.
Speedball Mike Bailey? Perhaps on the verge of claiming his first AEW championship. Gotta be
Double spin.
What a shot across the jaw.
Attempting ultimate weapon. Are they gonna say it?
He's used this shooting star knee drop, this ultimate weapon in the past. No!
Back to that knee issue.
That was the knee that came down on the apron, Taz.
This is when my leg officially gives out. It's broken.
To really zone in on Speedball here. Nice switch. Switch hold it to a knee bar.
Yeah, Omega, the knee bar is cinched in.
And knee bar.
Rolling knee bar.
Yeah, the killer instinct, man, does Kenny. The only benefit is Speedball's barefoot. That helps, so you really, it's tough to do a heel hook. That's right. Good call, Taz.
450 onto Omega.
Amazing.
1, 2, no!
Springboard 450, and I'm right there, but my leg is hurt.
Battle for this international championship. Unbelievable. Just loving every minute of this.
Ricochet.
You got to go for the kill, Ricochet. You don't need to beat Omega. That's right.
Reversal. Bailey very nearly got it there, but Ricochet, the sidestep, the kick of the leg.
Kenny's on the floor, guys. Yeah, Kenny's hurting. He's got to try
Kenny.
to get in and defend his own champion.
Sudden death, center of the ring.
Oh, my God.
Big vertigo Fallacy. The look on Ricochet's face.
And so did Ricochet. What a freaking match. I think Kenny might be banged up on the outside because he's not making his way in the ring. So he's got to be hurting a bit, which is understandably so. Yeah, it's very expected. These guys are going crazy out here with three of these athletes.
Ricochet looking to load up that spirit gun.
Oh, but he just snatched them out.
Omega drags Ricochet out to the floor, and now Omega. Nobody home, Bailey. Rolls him up. High stack and over leverage.
Oh, he almost got him, guys. He stacked him super high, did Speedball. Oh, my God, that's like a fourth kick to the face. Man, how the hell is Kenny? How's he going to get up from that one?
One more spin. Crumble onto the top rope. Kenny in position. This might be my favorite spot of the match. Ricochet pushes me, and I weirdly tumble leg first on Kenny.
Awkwardly on the torso of Omega.
You didn't scream. Yeah, you could hear him scream.
Shooting star press from
Two
Ricochet.
Shooting star press.
to no.
Ah,
Bailey, you couldn't see it in the camera view. He wanted to get in there and break up that cover, but he tried. His knee buckled.
Taz fucking killing it. You can't see it on camera, but I get up, my leg buckles like fall back down.
Just didn't get there, but this kid.
Now Ricochet.
Oh man,
Just leaping drop kick in the corner.
this international title's up for grabs. This is anyone's match here. This kid Bailey has hung in there, man, and he could be at the end of his rope here. Kenny, look at this.
Tony Schiavone, so sweet. What a guy.
Shooting star press, maybe that 630 cents. I know it's the shooting star press. Bailey, the knees were up. The cradle is in. 2, 3.
Oh, my computer's having a bit of a hard time here.
Because Ricochet crashed and
Okay.
burned. Yeah. Speedball screaming in pain because of his left knee. It was the knees that got up to his head to hurt.
This is another bit where I just beat the heck out of Ricochet.
To will himself on to become a champion.
And who knows what's going on internally with the body of Omega. We don't know that.
Ricochet begging off.
Ricochet
What a king.
begging. One of the greatest three-way matches I've ever seen. I mean, slapping him. Jeez.
Oh, Ricochet catches the boot.
See, this is the slow build.
Left leg and he hammered down.
Very smart right there of Ricochet. I don't care if you love him or hate him.
To a very easy device, but what turned out to be maybe the most viral spot of the match.
He's a bona fide taekwondo guy with black belt. Rip up that knee. That's what you got to do. These three guys are going nearly 30 minutes. 30 minutes
Nearly 30 minutes.
pushing each other.
Crane.
Oh, I saw that movie. I saw that movie. Perhaps a disc.
Craned up and felt the reaction. Ricochet taunting.
Ricochet saying that's not going to work.
Sweep the leg. Someone just.
I was very hesitant about putting the crane kick this late in the match. I usually put it earlier because it's like funny thing. But man, am I glad I put it this late. As the setup to the first ever Ultimate Weapon in AEW.
Into the spine of Ricochet.
Covering, kid. Covering. His knee's got to be shot after that.
Bailey.
Cover.
Cover. 1, 2. Oh my God. The V trigger.
Brock kicked his ear off his head.
The V trigger was on target.
Kenny Omega's like, not so fast. Oh my God.
That V trigger. Great camera on that V trigger.
For a one-winged angel. But Ricochet up to his feet. Just a simple shove sends both men into the corner. A poison rana.
Reverse Rana.
I think there's something in store here for Speedball.
Could be an avalanche vertigo.
Fight for his life up there is Bailey.
And look at Ricochet with a handful of hair. That was the only thing that kept Ricochet upright.
Oh, brother. Here's Kenny getting to his feet.
Ricochet for that vertigo off the tippy top, but
I'm just up there suffering.
Rib area, I believe.
Ricochet gets his fingers in my mouth here.
Oh, my God. What the hell are these guys doing? I mean,
Omega.
oh, man. He's going to one-winged angel up there. It's going to be an avalanche.
And I reach back to try to break it. I'm glad I got to grab just Ricochet's foot just a little bit.
Awesome contest by these three athletes. Tremendous.
Omega had to dig so deep. The avalanche, one-winged angel, finally puts away Ricochet as Kenny Omega successfully defends his AEW International Championship at Dynasty.
Standing ovation all around, Taz.
Yeah, and then
Yes, sir.
Okada comes out and they have the face-to-face, which is probably going to lead to, title versus title match of some kind. But man, yeah, this is my first time watching the whole thing, and I'm so incredibly happy with it. So very proud of that match. It has a lot of details. The back end of it is incredibly complex, but it's still very structured. The rhythm, like the rhythm on the back end, right after that round of comebacks triple down, is very complex. It kind of bleeds between falsies and active breaks in a not straightforward active break build up falsie way, because sometimes it goes falsie active break falsie down, And then it goes Fallacy, active break, Fallacy. I'd have to like watch it back and write it down to get the exact rhythm of it. But still, I think in terms of like structure, I think this is a good 3-way to look at. It is 30 minutes long, very complex, but still extremely organized, and the pacing is super calculated. In terms of like stories and leg selling, it's all very, very evident, right? It's all right there and how this pays off and everything makes sense. Super happy with it. Yeah, this is awesome. Again, I knew like when it was happening, oh yeah, this is very good. We're doing great. And it was kind of those matches that you're just flowing, you're feeling it, and you're having fun. You know what I mean? You're like, you understand what you're doing enough that you're able to be present mentally to enjoy it and feel the crowd, which, I mean, a big part of it is that we gave ourselves plenty of spaces in the match in which to do so, right? Like me beating up Ricochet into the Dragon Suplex Party. It's all of us have different times and spaces where we can really show character. And you hear a lot of, it's not about the wrestling, it's about the moments, which is kind of a weird thing to say, because to me they're one and the same. I haven't had a discussion in depth with someone who says that, but to me they are one and the same, and all the moments in this match come from the wrestling. And again, but it's something that, like, it's not like, oh, we're doing high spots and the moments are going to happen. No, we were careful and deliberate about the stories that would lead to the moments and where those moments would have a chance to play out. Right? Yeah, if you have any questions about the structure of this or comments, let me know. I thought I'd make this just a fun little watch along. Unfortunately, I can't, share it on screen, but y'all know where to find it. All right, hope you enjoyed. I've got a tag team structure wrestling video that I'm gonna record in the next few days, probably tomorrow. I think I'll do a stream once this is uploaded. But thank you all so much for watching. Super happy with the match. Thank you so much for watching me on AEW, on Dynamite, for being on the Patreon. Means a lot. Thank y'all so much.